The official NHL trade deadline is March 7th, but an early one is Monday's break for the Four Nations faceoff. A flurry of trades has taken some expected names off the target list. Vancouver's JT Miller was dealt to the New York Rangers. Pittsburgh pending unrestricted free agents Marcus Pettersson and Drew O'Connor were dealt to the Canucks the same night. Expected seller Philadelphia moved Joel Farabee and Morgan Frust, and bottom-dwelling San Jose, Michael Granlund and Cody Ceci, and Chicago, Taylor Hall, have made moves. And improved play by Detroit, the Ranger, and the New York Islanders, plus better-than-expected performances by Columbus, which expects to add to address injuries, Montreal, and Calgary, and the list gets slim. Who could be potential trade targets with 1 month until the deadline? Forward Trent Frederic, Boston Bruins. He's at 8 this season after 2 consecutive seasons with 17 or more goals. But his gritty play is a plus in the playoffs. Forward Brock Nelson, New York Islanders. The Islanders have surged close to a playoff spot, but now must deal with an injury to Matthew Barzal after he blocked a shot. He's one of 7 Islanders out with injuries, and the team is 1-1 without him. Nelson and fellow pending UFA Kyle Palmieri will get good returns if the team drops in the standings before the deadline. Seattle Kraken players. Forward Yanni Gourde will be out past the trade deadline after sports hernia surgery, but he's a 2-time Stanley Cup winner. The Kraken have other potential trade targets if general manager Ron Francis goes that route. Penalty killer Brandon Tanev is a pending UFA who's popular with fans. Montreal Canadiens players. Right shot and shot-blocking defenseman David Savard moved at the 2021 deadline, winning a cup with the Lightning. The Canadiens' acquisition of Alexander Carrier makes Savard available. Canadiens forward Jake Evans, a pending UFA. Anaheim Ducks players. Goalie John Gibson always seems to be on trade lists, but never moves. His numbers have improved this season, albeit as a backup to Lucas Dostal. Gibson has 2 seasons left on his contract at a $6.4 million cap hit, plus he has a modified no-trade clause. Another Ducks player to watch is Trevor Zegras, who could use a change of scenery. Defenseman Brian Dumoulin is a pending UFA. You can call general manager Pat Verbeek to move someone to the deadline. Nashville Predators players. The Predators are the NHL's most disappointing team, sitting near the bottom of the league despite aggressive offseason moves. It's hard to believe that general manager Barry Trotz would overreact and sell off after one poor season by a perennial playoff team. But Gustav Nyquist, 75 points last season, is a pending UFA, and Ryan O'Reilly is a former playoff MVP. Both have had a significant drop-off in points this season. Buffalo Sabres players. The Sabres' playoff drought looks like it will hit 14 seasons. According to NHL Network's Kevin Weeks, Dylan Cousins, who plays a physical game and is signed through 2027-28, has drawn interest. Forwards Jason Zucker and Jordan Greenway are pending UFAs. Defenseman Bowen Byram is a pending RFA. Chicago Blackhawks players. They're heading for another high lottery pick. Their pending UFAs include Ryan Donato and 3-time Cup winner Pat Maroon. Some insider trade boards include right-shot defenseman Seth Jones. He's signed through 2027-28 at a cap hit of $9.5 million and has a no-movement clause.